can hear you taking a drink of that sugar death.
Sugar death?
Disclaimer. Morning Crankers is not responsible for coffee snorts, keyboard drool, awkward public laughter, spontaneous twerking, or any texts you regret after listening. Side effects may include joy, confusion, and the realization that your sense of humor needs therapy. If symptoms persist, don't call us. We're not that kind of show. Now then, good morning. You half awake, chaos-loving, life on hard mode, champions of Earth. This is Morning Crankers, the show that slaps harder than a grandma with a fly swatter. Jokes are fresh, filters are off, and dignity left the chat hours ago. So grab your caffeine, hug your poor decisions, and brace yourself for the ride. Welcome to Morning Crankers.
Yes. Welcome. How you feeling this morning?
I'm great.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I see you got your popcorn lung maker and your sugar sticks, the can. Okay. I mean, at least it's 4th of July, red, white, blue, and green. I'm going to start this out early, this podcast. If you can guess the soda, then I'll give you a shout out. Okay, what kind of soda? Red, white, blue, and green. Email us at morningcrankers@gmail.com. I'm sure you already know what a popcorn lung stick is, right? Right? Yeah, she's giving me the cut it out type thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of old school. I'm thinking that if you're actually going to do that stuff, do it the Native American way that they've been doing for thousands of years.
I know.
Am I wrong about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought so. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. It is Morning Crankers. We're glad you're here. There's a lot to talk about. There's actually one story that we didn't get to last week that I want to talk about today. Kind of a weird one. Guy trying to save a dog and puts himself in a really precarious position. There's an Australian designer that's kind of sparked some controversy. I want to talk about that a little bit. Big news about Pizza Hut. Remember we were just talking about Pizza Hut, how we were all excited and retro,
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, we got some more about that. UFC did a phenomenal job. Us like regular Americans, we kind of had what would you call that? A 250th anniversary UFC party thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had that. We'll talk a little bit about that. The FBI had something to do with that in a good way. We're going to talk about that. We might as well get this out of the way right away. Jelly Roll has filed for divorce from Bunny.
Yeah, that's sad.
It is kind of sad, but I wish I knew the juicy gossip behind it.
They're keeping it private.
Yeah, actually, I don't. I'm kind of sick of that kind of stuff, to be honest with you. I hope that both of them can find whatever they're looking for. They're
going to stay friends, they say.
But yeah, all of them say that.
They do.
I don't know too many people. I do know some. I know some parents that have gotten divorced that actually had kids that are very, very good with each other. They're almost better friends after they're divorced than they were. But I think that's kind of like on the bottom end of that. I think there's more people that just fight. Otherwise, why would you get divorced?
True.
Yeah, I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Some weird stuff's happening from Africa with some scientists. We're going to talk about that. A YouTuber doing YouTuber stuff gets in trouble. A lady actually used social media to do something amazing that cops couldn't do. What do you think of that?
Well, I don't know.
Well, and there's
we'll have to see what it is.
There's some other stuff that we're going to talk about today. But before we get to today's days, the national days, the national week things going on, I want to say happy birthday to our wonderful daughter, Morgie.
Yes, happy birthday, Morgan.
Yeah, I don't know if she even listens to this.
Well, we'll make her.
But Morgie's awesome. I love you, babies. Happy birthday. You know what I mean? Isn't it weird? You feel so old as your kids get older. But I'm still young at heart. Are you?
Our kids make us that way.
Do you think that's it, or do you think that some people are just free souls? the older we get, the more, how should I say it, reserved you get.
I look at it like kids keep you young.
I think they do to a point. Like, I was moving and shaking in Jiffy Lube the other day, and I was trying to get the kids to do it.
Yeah.
But it was embarrassing to you, but to me, I don't care about being embarrassed. I'm there to have fun with my kids.
I mean, if the kids were doing it, it's a different thing. But
I want
you're
to
a
show
grown
them.
man.
I'm a grown man, but I want to show my kids it is okay to live life. As a matter of fact, it's not just okay. It's a prerequisite for happiness to just live life. If there's a song that comes on, I don't care where you are. Maybe not a funeral. But other than a funeral, if there's a song that comes on that makes you want to get jiggy with it, then get jiggy with it. Don't you think?
Sure.
That's the way that I am. If I feel like shaking my booty, I'm going to shake it. And I don't care where it's at. I could be Walmart. I could be one of them weirdos in Walmart, except I'd be fully dressed. Have you ever seen some of the outfits that come through Walmart?
I've seen.
Yeah. And, I'm not like that, but
It's like Clown Town.
yeah, a little bit. Yeah. And there's just certain songs that hit that bone and that funny bone. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like, Uptown Girl, she's been living in her uptown world, like that. Will you dance to that if it comes on?
No.
Okay, what song?
I mean, if I was in the car, I'd jam out, or in the shower, sure.
Okay, so what song is it that pulls that emotion out of you?
I just act normal in public.
So boring.
Sure.
Is that the way
I got to make up for the millions of people that are acting like fools.
Well, who says they're acting like fools?
Look at how they dress. Look at how they act.
Well, that maybe there is some of that. Today is National Eat Your Vegetables Day.
Hmm.
I like vegetables.
Vegetables are good.
Yeah, tonight corn,
Yeah.
right? Supper time, corn, and so she's getting a health kick going. And we had tuna patties.
Last night.
Salmon patties, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're good.
Well, I mean, okay. That's all I'm going to say.
I think you don't need no more sugar.
Well, I think the guys know exactly when I say okay, that's not admitting defeat. The guys got my back on
Well,
this.
you could starve.
Well, I could, or I could have a juicy burger.
Okay, well, you go make you a burger.
I could have a beer brat.
Go make you a beer broth.
I'm talking about man food.
Go make your man food.
Okay, not the tuna cakes or what do you call them?
Tuna patties.
Tuna patties. Okay. The problem with tuna patties, and I'm just going to say it, some people will say this is gross, but does anybody else get burps that taste like fish all night long after they have tuna patties?
No.
You don't get that problem?
It's just a you problem.
It's like, have you ever, like, as you get older and you start taking your different medications and your pills, and the doctor's like, take the fish oil. So you go and you pop it in
take
your
that.
omega-3, and then you get a bad one once in a while, and you're sitting there and you're burping up cart breath all day long.
I don't know what you're burping up, but
Well, people know what I'm talking about.
yeah, I couldn't say that because I don't have that issue. I don't eat fish oil pills either.
Well, no, but you do complain about your joints. You took a big digger the other day
A couple of them.
because your digger wasn't paralyzing with your thought process.
No.
That's what it was.
Okay, the first time,
No, see, if you took
I
omega-3,
tripped.
here's the thing.
second time I fell on rocks because I was trying to get the kids' fishing hook out of the rocks.
Okay, first of all,
And there
if
was
you
a
were on the
snake.
ball, if you were taking omega-3, your joints would be like liquid gold. Okay, so
Whatever.
it's like putting Lucas oil in your joints.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you would have been able to move faster. You wouldn't have ate,
Then what's your excuse?
I've just been overworked my whole life.
Oh, whatever.
Trying to keep a wife happy along with 13 kids. That's a major, major job.
Sure.
I'm happy to say. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining. I have a very, very happy life. I have a happy wife. I'm a happy sort of guy. But the truth is, I enjoy working. And I think I got that from my mother and my father because both of them are, I don't know if I'd say workaholics. I think they were workaholics when I was young. And then they got older and I didn't pay attention. And they started cutting back just a little bit. You know, and you always learn when you're too late.
Okay.
Do you think?
I don't know. My dad was a workaholic up until he was...
See, I always wanted to provide you with a life of leisure, and I think I've done a pretty good job. That's why you're not taking omega-3s. It's fish oil.
Okay.
Okay. You know, it is what it is. It's also National Root Beer Day.
Ooh, yum.
I'm a root beer fan.
Me too.
You know, they brew root beer, kind of like beer. My grandfather was a root beer brewer. Pretty good, sassafras. You know what I mean? The good old-fashioned kind of root beer.
I don't think I've ever had that.
No, oh, it's great. Did you ever go to A&W as a kid?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you remember the old A&W, like, root beer floats?
Yeah, they used to skate them out to us.
Skate them out to you, and they had, you know, at least my taste buds that I remember. Now, I'm not saying this is real. I'm just saying this is what I remember. That vanilla ice cream and root beer tasted way better than anything you can get today.
Yeah.
Do you think that's our brains
No.
functioning in a way that says, okay, the history, what you remember, was better than anything today, but it's changing what we had, or do you think it was better?
It was better. I think our food has gone downhill since we were young.
Well, could be. It's also National Apple Strudel Day. Love them. Okay. Now, here's the thing. National Cherry Tart Day also. Do you like cherry tarts?
Never had it.
Well, it kind of goes along with your personality.
Whatever. Get out.
It's also Animal Rights Awareness Week. Okay. I'm a big fan of animals. I love animals. And one thing that I hate are people that are assholes to animals. Oh, sorry. We got to keep this PG-13. I think that's PG-13, right?
Sure.
Okay. One thing I hate is the people that are a-holes. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. A-holes to dogs, to cats. We used to live way out in the middle of nowhere, and people thought it was okay to throw boxes of puppies and boxes of kittens out
On our farm.
And we used to, we had a lot of that stuff all the time, constantly. Thank goodness we had a wonderful vet named Sally Bird that would do stuff for our animals that was very, very cheap.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't really miss those days.
I don't either.
The kids would make fun of me because I'd be like, oh, those darn cats, I don't like cats. And then they'd see me holding kittens or something, and they'd make, oh, yeah, Daddy, you hate those cats.
Because you really didn't hate them.
No.
You played hard.
So my daughter catches a stray. And it's not really a stray. It's like a family moved out in the middle of the night, one of our kind of far down neighbors, and they left their dog.
Yesterday.
Yeah, how did you do that?
It's been there for like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, totally hungry. So my daughter, gets it water and gets it food. And, the dog is a little bit aggressive because I'm pretty sure that they beat on the dog.
The dog liked her, though.
Oh,
just
the
nobody
dog
else
loved her. Yeah.
She'd sit down and the dog would climb in her lap.
Yeah, and wag its tail. Things like that. But it just makes me sick to my stomach to think that people can actually do that to animals. Like, you have a pet and you just decide to leave it?
Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah, anyways, so it's Animal Rights Awareness Week. Don't be a douchebag.
Yeah.
Take care of your animals. And if you can't afford one, don't get one.
Absolutely.
It's Waste and Recycling Workers Week. Yesterday was Garbage Man Day.
We should have got the nephews some stuff.
Well, we should have. I've got a bunch of nephews, but 3 of them are garbage men.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know this before they started, but garbage men make pretty good money.
Mm-hmm.
But they have to deal with some pretty janky stuff.
Absolutely.
We could do a whole show on the stuff that they've had to pick up.
Like the pig?
Yeah, just weird stuff like that. Or, driving equipment that's probably inferior for road quality.
Yeah.
I'll just say that. But anyways, happy Waste and Recycling Workers Week. And it's also, this is such a good one, Universal Father's Week.
What's a universal father?
Well, I kind of picture, like, you remember that show Universal Soldier?
No.
Yeah. They're like cyborgs. Think about the average father in America. Gets up 5 o'clock in the morning, goes to work. He's there by 6, goes to work, gets done at 5:30. He's got an hour drive home because he's only 20 minutes away from the house, but the traffic's that long. Then he gets home, but the wife is so frazzled from the day she's had. Then automatically he's got to be, like, how many mothers during that day have said, I'm going to tell your father when he gets home? How many? How many times a week do you say that?
I don't.
I'm going to get your dad. I've heard that come out of your mouth a lot.
Yeah, I'm going to get your dad.
Yeah, see, I mean, same thing. So then they transition into all-star trophy husband and all-star trophy dad. You see what I mean? And then they do that until 11 o'clock at night. Then they take some time for themselves and they take a shower, they get out, they shave. Hopefully, if they're shaving, they're using Pro Razzo, the Italian shaving cream that came from the gods.
Mm-hmm.
You like the smell of it, huh?
It smells good.
Yeah. We had a lot of kids, but if I would have been shaving with Pro Razzo, I'm pretty sure we would add more. If you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Tell them the story. Go ahead.
What story?
Tell them how we had the kids.
No.
Why not? You don't have to tell them that. I mean, I'm like, just tell them.
We had kids.
Once upon a time, Prince Charming
Once upon a time
met Roxy. And Roxy fell in love with Prince Charming, and Prince Charming didn't know what he was getting into, and she chased him down, and he had a stick, and it didn't work. And anyways,
whatever.
That's it is what it is. Okay, so it's time to get to this. So if I was doing something that I wasn't supposed to, like, let's say I cheated on you, what would happen to me? There's a story out of Austin, Texas, and I think that you'll get a kick out of it. And I'm just wondering, what would you do if me or any husband for that matter, what do you think a wife would do to a husband caught cheating?
Well, you know what I'd do.
Yeah, well, you can't say that.
6 foot deep.
Okay. Well, I think they do it like 10 foot now.
Wow.
But anyways, Sheila Osmond from Houston, Texas, 43 years old, was arrested and taken into custody after authorities say she glued her husband's butt cheeks together while he was sleeping with Gorilla Glue.
Hey, props to her.
She caught him. She caught him fair and square. So, I mean, is that okay in your book?
Yeah.
Okay, like she didn't go as far as like the Lorena Bobbitt, but that's pretty far.
Well,
like how hard do you think? Hopefully that guy didn't have
he
a hairy.
deserved more than that.
Oh, probably, but I'm thinking to myself, like, imagine trying to get that off. Like if he had a hairy derriere.
I'd be videoing it.
Well, she's in jail, so she can't. But you just think about that. If he had a hairy derriere, just think about how bad that would be trying to get that off.
I'd be laughing.
What do they do? Take a Sawzall in there and cut the Gorilla Glue in between? I mean, how would that even work? Do they have some magic solution that makes Gorilla Glue not hold butt cheeks together?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Never had it done.
I just, some of this stuff just fascinates me. I mean, kudos to her, I guess, for doing what she thought was necessary. But anyways, there's some weird stories coming out of Texas. This one is a family claims that a man is like a hero. And to be honest with you folks, I do too, because he shot a pedo in the pecker. What do you think of that? Marcus Renfro got taken to jail, and his family members are telling the news that he shot another man in the, let's go proper scientific term, in the groin, because the guy was trying to groom his niece.
Oh,
What do you think of that?
he should be given a medal.
I agree. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for doing society a favor. And if somebody doesn't like it, well, tough shit, right?
Yeah.
It is what it is. I think we're going to watch as this transformation in America comes back. You know, Gen Z's getting much more traditional with things. You know what? We need to protect our kids and we need to protect our elderly. It's that simple.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying yay for vigilantism, but I am saying this is going to make other people think about that.
Did you know on Monday
I did know.
that it was Elder Abuse Awareness Day?
Monday was. Oh, elder.
And
See?
they had blue lights on our Capitol.
See, they
that.
should. They should. You know, those people have put in their time. They've done what, you know, let them live in peace.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's one of those really somber subjects I don't like touching on this show just because it just brings you down.
Mm-hmm.
But I agree. Take care of our elderly. Take care of our children. It's really not that much to ask. At least it shouldn't be in this country.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So anyways, you didn't watch a whole lot of the fights. Okay, but I did. And so did everybody that was over here, the kids. We all enjoyed it. We loved it. To me, it wasn't a political thing until, you know what? I didn't like when the guy got up there and he said that about Michelle Obama.
Yeah, I heard that.
So not that I disagree with him necessarily. I thought it was kind of funny, but wrong time, wrong moment. You know what I mean?
Wrong place.
For sure. You shouldn't. There's a part of the office of the presidency that should have some respect attached to it. Whether you like the president or you dislike the president, there are some things that as Americans, we probably shouldn't say. What do you think about that?
I have to agree.
Now, he has the right to say it. And he's actually saying what a lot of people think. You know, the news all says it's conspiracy. Whether you think it's a conspiracy, you don't think it's a conspiracy, to me, it's not about that. To me, it's about respect for the office and a former president, whether you like him or you hate him, that was still your president.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So I thought it was very distasteful. But thank goodness the fights actually made up for it, especially the last one.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, it was amazing. I don't even know if amazing is the right word. But I thought that it was a big success. I thought that everything about it was great. I didn't see anything until, like I said, until that guy said that. Everything about it was just a wonderful, wonderful night.
Yeah, I think so too. I thought they had it set up pretty cool.
You know, when
I thought
the
it was
flyover,
amazing.
You saw that where the jets, the Blue Angels flew
Flyover.
over.
I liked the White House in the background. That was cool.
Yeah, the whole thing was, I thought, was really, really, really good. I was sad to see Pereira get his butt kicked like he did. But hey, it was a great thing. And I kind of wish we did more stuff like this. Maybe not UFC, maybe something else, but celebrate America.
Yep.
I'm not talking about the mistakes that we've made and the dastardly things that we did, but celebrate America, the melting pot of the world, the place where you can take yourself through hard work and smart choices and do anything you want.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. Maybe people disagree with me, but it's okay to be wrong, people.
Mm-hmm.
How many times do you think a pilot has skirted the system? Like in any country, how many times do you think, like, okay, you get in a car and you drive. It's not going to take very long and they're going to, you know, say, hey, you don't have a license? You know, time for you to go to jail. Big fine, right?
Yep.
Well, in Canada, a pilot has been accused of flying over 900 flights without a valid license.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'd be scared.
Well,
to know
I mean,
that.
I think it makes everybody scared to think that this is actually happening. Canada, what's going on? 900 flights. Jeffrey Wall of Barrie, Ontario, is alleged to have operated as an airline captain between 2009 and 2025 without a license to fly large commercial passenger planes, according to the Peel Regional Police.
That's scary.
Very scary. I mean, they said that he piloted more than 900 flights domestically and internationally without the required license.
I wonder if he had a license prior.
Well,
because how do you know how to fly a plane if you didn't take some course?
Well, it says in here that he flew these without the required license, and Air Canada confirmed that one of its pilots held a valid commercial pilot's license, but was promoted to captain without the required airline transport pilot license. So is it that? Well, we don't really know because he's not being charged like that. It's not like, well, you don't have enough of this. It's not like they're saying, well, he had a Class A driver's license, but no CDL. They're saying he couldn't fly, period.
Yeah.
That to me is super, super, super scary.
Well, next time we fly, we might have a pilot that doesn't have a license to fly us.
Well, just pray. We couldn't get out of a show without a Florida story. Naval base employee suffered severe injuries in Florida shark attack.
Wow. Shark attack again.
Well, and here's the thing. Florida now has more shark attacks than even Australia.
Well, that little girl that was attacked there, she's never been found.
No. And there was a woman that was just killed by I think it was a bull shark.
I think so, too.
And then there was another woman killed by an American crocodile. This is all in Florida. So here's my question. Is the earth or the world, is it going crazy?
Well, probably is. I try and block out all that craziness.
Well, there's something going on because there's shark attacks, there's crocodile attacks, there's alligator attacks. In Japan, there was a bear that ran into like a downtown area and attacked like 5 or 6 people. Thank goodness nobody died.
I think food source is a big problem.
Do you think that we're encroaching on them? Because a lot of scientists say that, well, you're just taking up their habitat, so they have no choice but to come in.
I think food supply is low.
Do you think that food supply is low? Or
it's low for human, too.
See, I think that's all designed.
Well, it probably is.
Because I remember in school, they said the United States could supply the world 3 times over with the amount of food that we needed to eat.
Well, I mean, look at our DNR.
Ooh, the damn near Russian?
Well,
No, it's just there's something going on. If you look, there's squirrel attacks, there's monkey attacks, there's shark attacks, there's crocodile attacks, there's alligator attacks, there's snake attacks, there's lion attacks, there's tiger attacks. I mean, the animals attacking humans is going up.
yeah, I think it's food supply.
I mean, it very well could be food supply.
They're just not getting enough.
I have a very weird theory about this. You know how I always talk about how convenience is killing the human race?
Yep.
I really do believe that. I believe that our bodies are meant to be in motion. I believe that there's a certain amount of work that our bodies are supposed to do. And because of convenience, we're getting lazy. We're getting impatient. Those types of things. And I think the same thing is happening with these animals. They're living close to us. We got huge, huge garbage heaps. It's a lot easier for them to do that, so it's more convenient for them to be in the proximity of humans and survive. That's what I think's going on. But what do I know? I don't have an MIT science degree. What do you think?
I'm telling you, I think there's a combination. I think food supply is definitely short, but you could be right on the other part.
I am.
You think so?
Stupid criminals. I just want you, this is for my heart radio, actually. Suspects at large after armed robbery at a kid's lemonade stand.
Oh, wonder where that's at. Florida again? Probably.
Well, let's find out here, shall we? 2 children operating a lemonade stand in South Boston were robbed at gunpoint
Boston.
by 2 juvenile suspects who remain at large.
Wow.
So the lemonade bandits. It kind of makes me sick. I mean, here's kids doing what kids should do. As a matter of fact, these kids are going over and above what normal kids do.
Yeah.
And then you have a couple juveniles come up with guns and point them at kids.
Yeah. I mean, it could be one of those, those fake squirt guns like they had at our Target.
Either
Them
way.
kids.
Either way.
They shouldn't have done it. I agree. But
I grew up around them. I knew better. You never point them at people. There was these rules that we grew up with. And I think that humans are getting more violent just like the animals.
I think that kids don't get enough discipline because we have government stepping in the way
That
and not
or
letting us paddle our kids as heinies.
do you think that's so much the problem?
It is.
Or do you think that it's so much easier to push a kid to a video game and make the video game their babysitter or their phone or their iPad or whatever other stupid freaking electronic piece of, stuff, which is good in moderation. But it's so much easier for parents to go do this, go do that, go do that. See, my parents never did that. At 8 o'clock in the morning, you got your butt kicked outside, and then, you could come back about 8, 8:30, just depending on the time of year, when it got dark.
It's good for kids to be outside.
Outside, playing. And I'm not saying that, video games and stuff like that are bad, but some people are going to get mad that I said that, but it's the truth. You are a lazy parent if you depend on a video game to keep your kid busy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's true.
So it could be that. But I think this incident is appalling. Like I said, leave our kids alone. Yeah. Now, you remember when I said, the movie thing, some of these crimes are going to be turned into a movie?
Yeah. I'm sure, I don't know. I think that we had that one here that was turned into a movie.
Right.
I think that the Guthrie case is going to be a movie eventually.
Oh, I'm sure.
Morning, Crankers.
Yeah.
The movie news complex.
So, I found a story they're going to make a movie about. Do you want to hear about it?
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's no plans, but there's going to be. A woman used social media to catch the man that killed her mom and then fled to Mexico. Now, who do you think? Do you think this would be a Steven Spielberg flick, or do you think this would be a Quentin Tarantino flick? Or maybe a Scorsese flick? What do you think?
Spielberg.
You think this is going to be E.T.-ish?
Probably.
See, I'm thinking that you could take this Maryland woman. She had a years-long search for justice, and she used social media to capture the man who killed her mom, Kiani de Jesus. I want you to think about that. This is going to be a movie, and I'm actually thinking that it's going to be like a Goodfellas movie, except the girl's going to be the good fella, showing the pain and anguish and everything she went through to try to find it. Then at the end, justice is served. I'm telling you, this is going to be a movie of a century.
Well,
who would you pick to play in this movie? If you had to pick one person to be the woman, who would it be?
That's a hard one.
Just give me one that you think would work well.
I don't know.
Charlize Theron? You think?
Maybe.
Who else?
I don't know for a woman. I like the guy actors.
Well, you can't switch it. I mean, what are you going to have? I guess you could. You could make it a guy looking for the killer that killed his mom, but I don't think it would have as much impact. What do you think about Julia Roberts playing that role?
I could see that.
If you could get her to look young enough in this movie for that.
who's the girl that played on The Blonde? She's in a lot of movies.
I don't watch movies like that.
Yes, you do.
The
We
Blonde?
watched one the other day.
Can't
with
say
the
as I know.
female.
I don't know, but I do know that Sandra Bullock would play a wonderful part
yeah.
in this. You know what I mean?
Probably, for sure.
Yeah. So who would be the bad guy?
Mm,
I'm saying Sandra Bullock is the woman from Maryland that has to find this guy, and the guy, who do you think I'm going to say?
I don't know.
Come on.
I don't know.
Okay, you pick one.
I don't know, but I would say that Morgan Freeman would be her helper.
He could be your helper. That would be really good. But who would the bad guy be? I'm going Gerard Butler.
I don't know who that is.
Are you serious?
From
From 300? This is Sparta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That guy, do you think he'd be good? How about this? How about Sean Penn?
Sean Penn, yeah.
Sean Penn could be the bad guy, like he comes back and he's in court and he's weeping because of all the mistakes that he made in his life, and he finally, you know what I mean?
What's the guy on Sixth Sense?
Bruce Willis?
No. Maybe it's not Sixth Sense. Bruce Willis would be a good.
I don't think he's healthy enough to do it, but yeah, that's your movie news, and that's just me saying it, but yeah, it's going to be what it is. They're going to make a movie about it. YouTuber Alan Farrell has been banned for life from all Six Flags amusement parks after a video of him eating chicken nuggets while riding the Millennium Force roller coaster at Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio, went viral.
I heard, and it's funny that they ban him for life. Why?
Well, he's a YouTube guy. He just, he's trying to
Does he
get
eat
some
chicken
views.
nuggets?
You know what's really funny? In your other podcast, We Are the Hanson, you were talking about our daughter's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And you got a ton of views in 3 days. Just, I think it's because it said birthday.
Birthday, or
Is that weird?
I'm just good like that.
Yeah, oh, okay. Well, congratulations. We were talking about scientists doing some crazy things, and I think everybody's kind of sick and tired of alpha-gal syndrome and Lyme's disease and other ones that we can't mention, but all of these things that just spring up from really from nowhere, right?
Yeah.
They just happen to happen. Well, scientists accused of smuggling contagious pathogens from Africa into the U.S. Did you hear about this?
I did. I did.
Two researchers from the National Institutes of Health's Rocky Mountain Laboratories in Montana have been charged with smuggling vials containing deactivated Mpox virus into the U.S.
It reminds me of the whole Ebola thing.
Yes. Well, it says the FBI was involved, and they tested 20 vials, and 17 of them contained Mpox virus.
What is it? What are they using it for? Like blood transfusions and stuff?
See, no. They're using it. Now, this is all conspiracy because we can't say what they're actually using it for, but I'll say what I think they're using it for. And in my personal opinion, they're bringing it over here to weaponize it against somebody else. What else would be the point?
Well, it's not the first time they've tried.
You know what I mean? It just what else would be the point? Mpox was formerly called monkeypox, but you can't call it that anymore because it's insensitive.
Well, people need to get over it.
Yeah. Get over it. Get over it, people. So, yeah. It's kind of sickening, you know? Did you hear the FBI actually caught like 5 guys? One of them was from Missouri.
Yep.
Because they were going to use drones to fly bombs into the UFC thing?
Yeah. But our vice president said that they didn't plan it good because they weren't even near the area.
No, it's because they were idiots.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were idiots. And you know what? I'm glad. I'm kind of tired of this fighting and BS and bombing and getting after this. I'm just tired of it.
Same.
How about we just have an ice cream cone and everybody talks it over like adults?
Yeah, that'd be impossible.
I'm pretty sure you're right. I thought the UFC thing was great. It's too bad that these pricks had to do things like that. But it is what it is. Pizza Hut, after all that glory that we were shining down upon them, has sold.
Yeah, I'm sad. I guarantee it's going to change names and Pizza Huts are all going to be gone.
Do you remember just like 4 months ago, they're like, oh, all the Pizza Huts are going out. They're done. They're going to file bankruptcy. Remember that?
Yep.
Well, that company that was just going to file bankruptcy has just sold for $2.7 billion.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, well, it's a far cry from filing bankruptcy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then we go to Australia, and this sounds like this is kind of a story that I thought would come from Florida, but, it's down under. The real down under.
I sent this in because I was like, what in the world?
Yeah. Australian designer sparks controversy with real taxidermied rats sewn on to underwear.
It's nasty.
Would you walk around with a fur patch from a rat?
No.
You know what I mean?
Would you?
No, but I know some females like that type of thing. The landing strip or the patch or the, you know what I'm saying?
Landing strip.
Yeah, like
That's kind of weird.
Well, you know what I'm saying. I can't say it. I'm
That
just
must
saying.
be guy's term.
But landing strip?
Mm-hmm.
It could be. There's a lot more, but I can't discuss it on this PG-13 show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We get it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
So what would be, is it just me or does all the weirdest stuff always find a place to go?
Well, we've had a lot of weird stuff, and it's just getting weirder.
It is. Like, they're having another sperm race.
What?
Yeah, under a microscope, guys are, and then they take that and put it under a microscope, and then they see which one's going to win. They did the first one last year, and people are getting into it. They're like placing sports bets on
sperm.
Yeah.
Weird.
Spooge spuds. It just, it's just crazy, folks. I don't even know. I don't even know how to explain what the world is doing anymore.
People got to be really bored.
And finally, I got to do this one.
Morning crankers, stupid criminals.
Nope. We rarely have two. But a burglar got stuck in a chimney trying to retrieve his dog from a Connecticut park bathroom.
Wow.
What do you think? Okay, first of all, what are you going to steal from a park?
Nothing.
What's to steal? Did they have a weed whacker in a maintenance shed or something?
Well.
And if they had a maintenance shed, this is in Connecticut, so I don't even think they can burn wood there. Maybe I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, please let me know at morningcrankers@gmail.com. Send me an email. But isn't Connecticut like California? Like you can't burn wood in this and you can't do that, and it's right?
Yeah, from what I've heard.
And then if you're a burglar and you're going to do something like this, why would you bring your dog?
How did his dog get stuck in a bathroom anyway?
Well, see, there's just so much to this story that I don't understand. And it's a New York Post story, so it's not like, it's not real. The guy's actually a big dude. His name's Carlos Owens, and it's Rockwell Park in Bristol, Connecticut. And they called him because he was still stuck in the chimney and his dog was stuck in the bathroom.
Gosh.
And I don't know. This guy broke in to get something, and now they're saying that it's to get him out, it costs $5,000 to $10,000. But the dog was unharmed, and they did get him out of the bathroom. You know what I mean?
So let me get this straight. He went in the chimney to retrieve his dog from a bathroom. Why is there a fireplace in a bathroom?
Well, he wasn't in the bathroom. He was on the outside, and I think the dog had somehow locked the door from the inside out. So he was going to try to climb in the chimney, get up to the roof, and then break back in to get into the bathroom.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? You can never tell when it comes to stupid criminals, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for listening to today's show. We love you. If you would like to come on the show, let us know. morningcrankers@gmail.com. We're having a blast. We're having fun. We're actually going to make this show a little bit more coordinated. You know, like this here and that there. And, you know, so
Yeah.
people know and they can just like click, 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 click. Go to the next chapter if they want to hear something. Because there's a lot of stories that you don't get anywhere else except for Morning Crankers.
Absolutely.
I'm Hans.
I'm Roxy.
Until next time, salute.
Well, it's Hans and Roxy saying thanks for your ears. We've been sipping hot gossip, stirring up your day here. From the what were they thinking to the pop chart queens. We poked at all the headlines and the weird in between. Morning crankers, we're clocking out. Left lines deeper than the daily drought. Dumb crooks, strange looks, tales so absurd. We turned your daily chaos to a four-letter word.
Fun.
Morning crankers, last joke of the show. Till the sun comes back, we'll be ready to go. We had the oddball neighbors and the viral train wrecks. The hold my coffee heroes with the rubberneck checks. If the world's gone sideways, honey, don't lose heart. We're roasted in the morning like a brand new start. Morning crankers, we're clocking out. Left tracks tangled with your daily doubt. Dumb crooks, strange looks, tales so bizarre. We parked them in your brain like a late night bar.
Morning crankers.
That's our cue. Till the next hot mess, we'll be laughing with you. So it's bye from Hands and a wink from Rock. Stuff your week in a suitcase, toss it out with the socks. When life gets too serious, you know where to go. Back to Morning Crankers for the end of the show.